Hi, I'm Olivia, and today we are on the streets of San Antonio. You can hear a truck behind me talking about the next section of the Eye of the World, the first book, The Wheel of Time. We are at the Augusta Street Bridge, and then we're going to take the steps down here to the San Antonio River, and today's walk's going to be on the Riverwalk. So we finished chapter 2. We're finishing chapter 2 and starting chapter 3 now. Challenge is going to be again to keep strangers from being in here. Fortunately, there's not a lot of traffic down here, so we'll be better that way. So when we left, we met Moiraine, who's a beautiful lady dressed in fancy clothes, and this is something that tripped me up. So I'm going to give you the skinny now, which is that apparently Moiraine's really, really short. They make a big deal of how tall Rand is. And then they say that Moiraine only comes up to his chest. Now, I'm pretty short. You know, if you've seen my videos, you've probably noticed that I'm not exactly a tall woman. But my ex-husband was only 6 feet tall. Only 6 feet tall. Thomas was only 6 feet tall, and I came to about to his chest. But at 6 feet, Thomas was hardly something to discuss, to cause people to say, wow, he's tall. So it never really registered to me that this is an indication that Moiraine is short. That was more of an indication of how tall Rand was. So I'll just let you know about that. So Moiraine, obviously we're going to see more of her in the future, but judging by this little tirade here, tells Rand, Mat, and Ewan Finger that she wants them to do some kind of tasks for her while she's in town, and gives them each a coin. She gives a silver penny to Ewan, but a bigger coin that Rand doesn't recognize, bigger silver coin that Rand doesn't recognize, to Mat and Rand. Mat and Rand, Ewan's deciding what he's going to spend it on, but Mat and Rand feel like it would be wrong to spend their coins. So they decide they're going to keep them. And they tell Ewan that he can go ahead and spend his, because that's probably why she gave it to him. But she didn't. But they decide they're not going to spend theirs. So, a little bit of the river here. I'm focusing on the side here because there are people on the other side of the river. So, here comes a boat. Soon after that, their friend Perrin meets them while they're waiting for the visit of a peddler with goods and news from the outside. Now, the peddler, Padan Fain, brings in information about the fact that people are starving and animals are starving and wolves are attacking people, which scares the absolute heck out of the residents of Emond's Field. And I missed Land's introduction. It turns out Land was watching Moiraine talking to them, and we don't know his name. Do we know his name yet? But anyhow, he was watching them, and they didn't see him because of his color-shifting cloak, which blends into the world around him. So Moiraine and so Rand and Mat and Perrin are watching Padan Fain talking about their here comes a person, so I'm going to kind of go to this side now. Talk about Padan Fain continues talking about how there is a quote-unquote false dragon. Now, we don't know much about the dragon at this point. I mean, we do. We met him. I believe they used the term dragon when we meet Lews Therin in the prologue. And there's a legend that that the dragon is going to return, and the world is going to be broken again, because that big thunderbolt thing that reshaped that river, apparently was more than just that. The whole world was thrown into upheaval, and places that were at the bottom of the ocean are now dry land, and places that were dry land are now at the bottom of the ocean. We'll see some of the stuff there as we travel through the books. So he says that somebody claiming to be the dragon has come back, and then somebody says that doesn't anybody know that only women should, because they channel. I'm using air quotes even though you can't see me. Channeling is basically kind of magic use. It's got a little bit more oomph to it than that, and I've got other theories which I will get into later. But it's basically magic. So they say that only women should channel, and everybody's horrified by the mention of these women who channel, because the women who channel are called Aes Sedai, and everybody's scared of them for some reason. We will get more about this later. I think that's about it. False dragon. Oh, the false dragon, because everybody's like, well, it must be a false dragon, can actually channel, which the dragon's supposed to be able to do. And people have started wars both for and against him. I think that's pretty much where I left it off, and we will be back on a different walkway in a different park on a different date to finish chapter 3. Talk to you later.